How have you prepared? Sorry, what? How do you pronounce it?
Team manager.
The team manager of Sharkia coming out of Egypt. How have your preparations been coming into the tournament?
This tournament is first. I am very happy to play this tournament in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is the best country to my heart, and very happy to coming here.
Okay, great.
Yes.
And obviously your team having
My team Sharkia come to like to win this tournament because to continue the road to more champion. My team is the best team in Africa. Win 28 tournament in Africa.
Yeah. Okay, well, you've heard it from the man's mouth. The best team in Africa. They've done themselves 28 victories. So they'll be looking to just continue to add to that tally. We'll catch you shortly as we'll start. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for all. Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers. Good luck. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll just join you for the start of push-off shortly as we'll see Portfouad take on Sharkia in an all-Egypt encounter at this African Cup for the champions. I'll join you shortly.
Elizabeth Opoku from Ghana. I'm the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey team, the ladies side. And we've been preparing since early 2025 because we played our league in 2025. And throughout the league, we were optimistic about our coming to the African Championship because we are the defending champions. And God be so good, we won our league and preparation has been good so far. So we are here to take back the trophy to Ghana. They know themselves, nothing special, as they've been doing always, is to keep the support coming and we wouldn't disappoint them. We are bringing the trophy back to Ghana, so their prayers, their support, their cheers in the stands, at their homes, at their various workplaces, they should keep them coming because we also deliver on this pitch. Yeah. Morale in camp is 100% because we play for our institution and preparation has been just top notch. In terms of welfare and logistics, everything is fine. And morale from the players is also high because our main target is to take the trophy back home. So nothing more, nothing less, just taking the trophy. That's our focus. Yeah.
My name is Eugene Jumo Achampong, captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey men's team. Yes, we knew that we were definitely going to qualify for the championship. So right from the beginning of our league season, our main aim was everything that we were doing was geared towards competing in the club's championship. Yes, they are feeling very good. Most of us have played in the championship for some time now, and a few of them playing for the first time. So it's quite a kind of a mixed feeling. But then in total, I think that morale in camp is good and the boys are ready.
Yo, what's up? This is Jera. So, word of the day, focus on the winning, keeping positive. See you there.
I think appreciating where Hippo is from. Hippo, it's a Hippo Valley Estate, it's a farm. So you'll find that the players, their background is their children, initially of employees on the farm. So for them to get to this level,
predominant a white strip. So moments away from that push off. And look at the umpires out of Namibia. There's Mr. Efris. And then got you.
So, welcome back. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ben Muchedzi, joined in commentary by Mudi Munyao, and push-off about to come. Portfouad against Sharkia, the defending champs. I mean, finest hockey on display, ladies and gentlemen. We saw a photo finish in the last match between Kampala and the School of Excellence going down to the wire. And it's going to boil down to whoever takes their chances as both teams go through their final huddles and presentations, etc. The team huddles and try and motivate, obviously ask for safe passage from above.
Yeah, been exciting times here as we get to yet another men's encounter, an all Egyptian one. Portfouad taking on Sharkia.
Yes, special shout out to all our spectators here today, far and wide, even those glued to the screen on the Africa Hockey page. We're about to go live, ladies and gentlemen. The first quarter between Portfouad and Sharkia, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant spectacle of hockey to come. Stay tuned to your screens. This is definitely not one to miss. both somewhat tournament favorites, but the hosts in Hippo Valley Men and Bulawayo Hockey Club will have something to say about that.
Absolutely. I mean, you're talking to the Sharkia manager. He said his side are the best side in Africa, 28 times champions. So, you know what? I mean, we'll have to see for ourselves. Obviously full of a lot of confidence, this Egyptian side, as they take on their countrymen, if you may call them that, in Portfouad, as our umpires make. So Sharkia will be playing in the orange. So Sharkia will be playing in the orange and Portfouad in the white.
Yes, to take you through the Portfouad squad, in number 1 we have Ahmed, number 2 Mohammed, number 4 Mohammed, number 5 Mohammed Al Said, number 8 Mustafa Tariq, and number 9 Mohammed El Antawi. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. Egyptian isn't quite my forte, but Mohammed Ragab in jersey 12, Mahmoud in jersey 13, Mohsen Ahmed, Essam Mohammed, Ahmed Reda, Gamal Ahmed, Salid Ashraf, El Sayed Ali, Adel Mohammed, Ali Waled in jersey 23, Mohammed Amir in jersey 25, and Magbi Mohammed in jersey 32, and coached of course by Khalil Adrem Al-Hamal Khalil Mustafa. Apologies for the tongue twister, but I'm trying my best here, ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs up that I'm getting here from my colleague in the Egyptian videography corner. And for Sharkia, lining up number 1 Mustafa, number 2 Al Said Ahmed, Mohammed Amir in jersey number 5, Mustafa Gamal jersey number 8, Mohammed Aldaraham, Ali Ahmed, Ahmed Abdallah, Walid Mohammed, Osama Mohammed, Gamal Mohammed, Nabil Mohammed, Atef Hamada, Essam Ibrahim, Ahmed Saeed in jersey 22, one to look out for, Esmat Zaid, Mohammed Ibrahim, jersey 40, and Mustafa Khalid in jersey 44. Coached, of course, by Mohammed Ahmed Gabala El Said, and managed by El Said Ahmed in charge of the dugout there. Our 2 umpires for the day on the right here is Epaphras Tonumwa Amenu, and he's out of Namibia. This is his home country. And on the far left-hand side is none other than Skylar's dad, Munashe Mashoko. Shout out to you, Skylar, back home. I'm sure Daddy will do a decent job for you today to make us all here in Zimbabwe proud. Munashe Mashoko, one of these standout umpires, and we are excited at this spectacle on play. You can feel the tense atmosphere, the hush in the crowd, and wow, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, moments away from the start. So Sharkia obviously taking part in the full orange strip, and then the opposite side, Portfouad in the white, as we're excited to get going here again live in Harare, Zimbabwe, for the staging of the Africa Cup for Club Champions. Match day number 1, so lots of excitement around Harare, notably here on Rolf, as we're moments away from push-off. Lots of championships between the 2 sides. Which way does it go? I guess we'll have to see shortly as we're about to push off.
I know, well, we call him Jimmy, but his name is actually Ahmed Gamal Ahmed Abdallah in jersey 19. He is one to look out for. I mean, he's been the experienced campaigner, part of the national setup. This Portfouad side is a very mature side, I'd say. Be sure to witness something great of a spectacle, Moody.
Yeah, absolutely, quite looking forward to it as we start with Portfouad in possession at the moment to the man in the 20 jump up, as they'll be going up, working his way through a couple of defenders, and instantly, much to the delight of his dugout, winning his side some good possession, going the aerial route and picking it up at the back. Unfortunately, they let that bite. So a KG start thus far, only seconds into it. here in Harare, Zimbabwe. Again, thank you so much for joining us on the stream. To give us all your feedback, proper comment of your predictions. As Sharkia looking to next it there. Which way do they go? Takes it himself. He's got a bit of space in front of him, so why not take a little run? Then choosing to go aerial, doesn't quite meet it.
Yes, Mahmoud then, jersey 13, experienced campaigner across there. I did have the privilege to play against him in 2014 as well as 2011 at the Olympic qualifiers. I mean, cool, calm and collected. I mean, the experience on display here is one not to miss for all the children at home.
Yeah, quite looking forward to it. I'm sure there'll be, lots of highlights coming out of this one. A very measured approach from both ends of the park at the moment. Just, sizing each other out, having a look at what each have to offer. There'll obviously be an extremely, ton of wealth of knowledge about each other.
Yes,
they will know each other full well.
Yes, Mohammed Ahmed then, jersey number 10, sporting the armband for his side, a blue strip on his left arm there and bicep. One to look out for. He's a very, very skillful player. I mean, his 3D skills and work rate are just something to... There we see Jimmy on the ball. We call him Jimmy as a nickname. Show and go there.
Dancing past the defender at ease and just needing a little touch, but not quite getting there. But as you can see already, full of intent, and it's going to be ominous signs already being shown. The defensive unit will have their marker on him straight away. As now this Sharkia side, they also will be looking to create something of their own, as they haven't enjoyed too much possession thus far. Portfouad back on the attack already, so just full of intent really, not quite coming off rather, but full of intent at the start of this encounter.
One noticeable difference I've seen from the other teams that have started is the style of play that both sets of Egyptian sides play. Their first touch literally takes the ball away from their opposition into the open channel. They're already looking for that next pass, and it's just surreal how they're able to get that first touch, really kill the momentum off the ball, Moody. I mean, it's out of this world.
Yeah, an absolute spectacle, and lots of little nuggets to pick up from each of these sides, especially in this approach. Going over the top again, so it's, I guess, something we've seen already quite a lot of. Just the consistency with going aerial in order to try breach the defenses. Picking it up while looking to go down the line, finding a foot, and he won't quite mind that, the man from that Sharkia side, Mansa.
It's a patient build-up here. Mahmoud on the ball, sends it up the line. Fortunate mistrap there from Adel Mohammed in jersey 22 across the field, who has a white wristband. Maybe it will help us to identify the players, differentiate them all around. But I like this approach from either side. Very cool, calm, collected, and just sussing themselves out a bit at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely, sussing each other out. But we've pointed out, obviously, the Portfouad side, again, instantly back onto possession. They're kind of bullying that aspect of this game, the possession. But we did see it earlier, however, where a side could dominate all the possession early on. However, it only takes a little bit before the others join their man.
Yes, well tracked back there from Mohammed Abdularam. From that ball across from jersey 19, Kamal Ahmed. I mean, Menashe Mashoko really asserting his presence on the field. No nonsense stuff that he's expecting from either side.
Yeah, really cagey and hot encounter already. Sharkia finally getting some possession. Which way does he go? Also choosing to go aerial just down the line, meeting his mate while he dances past the first defender. Can he get away from him, however? Still working in that corner to try find a mate. That pass intercepted over the dead ball line, however, over touch, so they'll get possession yet again, going aerial and across the park. Oh, Sharkia. They've taken it early on that right-hand side into the circle, but altered that attacking attempt.
I mean, the wrist work of the two sides, Portfouad and Sharkia, I mean, is just ridiculous. The way they can transfer the ball left to right in an instant is something that's just wow. I mean, I'm amazed. Yes, an unfortunate foot there from captain Accc Mohammed, jersey 2. Beautiful. Ali with the shot towards goal. A brilliant save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, great little attempt at those lines on that occasion. Unfortunately, not quite coming off. Having to pull a stop in goal was the man for the Sharkia side. Who
Yes, Imam Mustafa there with a brilliant left palm. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. It was actually Magal Mohammed for Portfouad in goals there, palming that attempt from Ali in jersey 10. I mean, wow.
Yeah, first real attempt at the lines at the right position. And I think that'll be Portfouad to take that ball up, just weighing out his options. He goes to the middle of the park at the back, just to, tried a couple of defenders and then off to that left-hand touchline. Can anyone meet it? Looked after very well by that defender on that occasion, so nothing quite coming off it on that occasion, but still, 7:40 to go in this, the first quarter. Plenty of time to suss each other out.
Yes, looks like a 4-man defense marshaled by captain with the red glove.
Who gets, I think it'll be Portfouad ball. They've just been really good in terms of holding on to possession. I've really enjoyed, and I can't keep quiet about it, as now we're on a little run. He's passed 2 defenders, eventually impeded and turned on over. However, they are holding such a deep defensive setup, so it means if they do manage to turn them over like they just had, it's really hard to get a counter-attack going because you just simply don't have the numbers up the park.
With the man who he called Baba Shami, jersey number 5, Mohammed Amir. I mean, tall, lanky figure, was able to reach and pick off that attack from Portfouad there. But I mean, he's been there, done that. Another very experienced campaigner, ball over the top here, trapped by number 2, Accc Mohammed. As he's pressured on the ball there. I mean,
over the top yet again for the Sharkia side, but a bit messy at the moment. They're not able to gather it as well as they'd like. They had 2 men there, just seeming to have a bit of the jitters still. They haven't really, been able to open themselves up into their game and show a bit more confidence, which is what they would like. However, at the moment, it feels like they are under a bit of pressure. Nice little jab tackle from that man in the 10 jump up for Sharkia, producing the good Al-Ghanaini.
Yes, Muhammad Ali really made a name for himself in the under-21 setup. I mean, brilliant player. Plenty of skill, plenty of energy, confidence brimming. I mean, he was just able to pip that ball off the defender with ease.
And then just the composure through that little bit of 3D skill. Just over the top to the back, I just quite like that, where, they're very composed. Yes, we've got possession in that red zone, I'll call it, the danger zone for the defensive side, but we're going to send it back. Allow yourself options, there's no need to rush. And it just shows you that, there's full trust in the system set by the management, as you've got a man down on that right-hand side after being struck by that ball. A short corner was called as well through that. And seems to be in a little bit of pain. We're back up on his feet soon enough. And he is, but getting up quite gingerly at the moment, Ben. In this one, 4:50 remaining in this, the first quarter. Ben, Portfouad at the moment dominant as far as I'm concerned. They don't have anything to show for it on the scoreboard. However, I feel they have at the moment been the side that holds the lead in this one.
Yeah, it's quite even at the minute. I mean, it's going to boil down to those few chances. Yes, Sharkia tried to persuade umpire Mashoko to change his decision, but yeah, with the help of his assistant, I mean, Efrata's well positioned to see the foot in the D there. It is the first short corner, 2 castles. Poised, the crowd goes hush. Injection is good, trapped, flick towards goal. Well watched over the line there.
So,
yes, having taken off his mask, it is a technical call there, but he took off his mask without completion of the short corner. Right call.
yep. Experienced man with Ashim Mashoko, he won't be bothered by that at all. Been there, seen it, been there, done that. The experienced Federation of International Hockey umpire, been all over the world as well in that role, so not for the job. As Portfouad will have a second crack at it.
Yes, injection coming through here. Which castle will he pick, left or right? He goes to the left, rather. Mistrapped. Mahmoud regathering the ball there. Fortunately, time running out. It is the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Pressure. Pressure, and be sure that in a couple of minutes we'll be back for the second quarter of this opening match for either side. This is the 4th match of the day between Sharkia and Portfouad. Scores are still 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after this short break.
Elizabeth Opoku from
Managed to get us here. I think we're particularly appreciative to Hewlett's to get us to this continental tournament. Honestly, I'm so excited. I can't believe that we are finally here. We get to play some good hockey. We get to watch some good hockey. It's been a really long journey from last year qualifying, I think it was in January, and trying to get the pieces together, getting the team together, getting the logistics together because we traveled. And honestly, I feel so grateful to be here. The good thing is we know each other quite well. I think everyone who's come from out of the country, we have played together before, and we've had a few practices together as well. So gelling, we've gelled. We just have to see how we come together on match day, because everyone has to give their best, and that comes down to individuals.
My name is Amr.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and an unfortunate turn of weather, a bit of lightning in the distance there, but yeah, for the players' safety, we'll have to take a little bit of a safety break. We'll resume play shortly. Please do stay tuned and do not leave your screens. It's finally poised at nil apiece, but Mother Nature might decide what happens going forward, but all the same, hopefully the skies will clear soon and that lightning will disappear. But of course, player safety first. We'll be back after this very short nature break, as we call it. Thank you.
Elizabeth Opoku from Ghana. I'm the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey team for the ladies side, and we've been preparing since early 2025 because we played our league in 2025, and throughout the league we were optimistic about our coming to the African Championship because we are the defending champions, and God be so good, we won our league and preparation has been good so far, so we are here to take back the trophy to Ghana. They know themselves, nothing special, as they've been doing always, is to keep the support coming and we wouldn't disappoint them. We are bringing the trophy back to Ghana, so their prayers, their support, their cheers in the stands, at their homes, at their various workplaces, they should keep them coming because we also deliver on this pitch. Yeah. Morale in camp is 100% because we play for our institution and preparation has been just top-notch. In terms of welfare and logistics, everything is fine. And morale from the players is also high because our main target is to take the trophy back home. So nothing more, nothing less, just taking the trophy. That's our focus. Yeah.
My name is Eugene Jomo Achampong, captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey men's team. Yes, we knew that we were definitely going to qualify for the championship. So right from the beginning of our league season, our main aim was everything that we were doing was geared towards competing in the club's championship. Yes, they are feeling very good. Most of us have played in the championship for some time now, and a few of them playing for the first time. So it's quite a kind of a mixed feeling. But then in total, I think that morale in camp is good and the boys are ready.
Yo, what's up? This is Jera. So, word of the day, focus on the winning, keeping positive. See you there.
I think appreciating where Hippo is from. It's a Hippo Valley estate, it's a farm. So you'll find that the players, their background is their children, initially of employees on the farm. So for them to get to this level, where you're competing for the top crown in Africa, coming from a farm in the middle of, Tirezi, the low belt of Zimbabwe, I think it means the world to a lot of the players here. And in fact, to myself, to actually say we're now on the continental stage coming from that particular background. But getting here it's a team effort. And I think part of the team that you don't see here is those who have helped us to get to this point, the sponsors who've put in a significant amount of money to pay for everything that has managed to get us here. I think we're particularly appreciative to Hewlett's to get us to this continental tournament.
Honestly, I'm so excited. I can't believe that we are finally here. We get to play some good hockey. We get to watch some good hockey. It's been a really long journey from last year qualifying, I think it was in January, and trying to get the pieces together, getting the team together, getting the logistics together because we traveled. And honestly, I feel so grateful to be here. The good thing is we know each other quite well. I think everyone who's come from out of the country, we have played together before, and we've had a few practices together as well. So gelling, we've gelled. We just have to see how we come together on match day, because everyone has to give their best, and that comes down to individuals.
My name is Amr El Hadi. I'm playing in Portfouad hockey team. Just we came here to African Cup for Club Champions. I like all the times we are preparing well. training well, and we came here to get the champions. We came here because we are champions of the Egyptian League, and this is the first time, the second time for us to join this tournament, and we hope that we win. First of all, I want to thank the Zimbabwe Hockey Federation, because I think the field is very well, organized very well, and every time we come back to Egypt, we tell about our friends, all things is good about this journey.
It's always really good to have stuff on home soil. Pretty pumped, the ladies are pretty pumped to have it back home. And I'm sure with home support, we should be able to give people a good show.
Oh, we're super excited. I mean,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies, Mother Nature called, and the lightning has seemed to have drifted further than the stipulated distance. And player safety, of course, is very important as we see both sides go through to try and get their bodies warm again after that rude interruption, one would say. But all the same, stay tuned for the action. Jordan commentary. Moody, your account of the first chaka there, a bit of even Stevens virtually, but each side not giving themselves any space. And I've learned something that there's actually a bit of rivalry, a bitter rivalry between the two sides, because some players have moved from one team to the other, and a little bit of, one could say, bad blood, but all to make this spectacle as great as it is.
You love to see it. You love to see it, you know, that's what sport's meant to be like. You know, bring out emotions you've never felt before. So yeah, quite excited. That first little taster we got to witness was quite enthralling, very cagey, and wow. Both sides will be certainly looking to, you know, come back the stronger side after, like you pointed out, a little break, if you may call it that. Grateful for the improvement in weather, as we did have that lightning within a 5-kilometer radius. Thank you for sticking with us. If you were wondering, that was the reason for that little break we were forced into. Nonetheless, back to our action here in Harare, Zimbabwe, where play will resume with 4 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in this, the first quarter. So just waiting on the start. And here we go, Ben. After that start, neither side's not really giving much. We did see, however, Portfouad, who seemed to have been the stronger of the two sides at the start, as far as I was concerned. That break could have done well for the Sharkia side in the orange.
Yes, a little bit under the caution at break of play there, but all the same. You don't want to fall asleep on either side. Captain in Moksha, jersey number 10 for the Sharkia side. I just love how it's so effortless in the way they transfer the ball left to right, Moody.
Absolutely, Ben. Very comfortable. They seem to have so much more time on the ball, toying with his defender on that occasion, much to the delight of the crowd. Why are you holding on to it for that long? I mean, yeah, he does come up with the advantage, but he's certainly getting some backing in the crowd from the other teams as well.
Oh yes, he really enjoyed that piece of play as the gentleman from Loyal Hockey Club co-host to hear a chance here, and it is picked off. Ooh. Danger signs there, danger signs.
Absolutely, as we see in our Sharkia in the orange strip, looking to make headway up into the circle. Just don't have the numbers up the park, so he's forced to go sideways when, you know, they possibly would have wanted to have made an earlier circle penetration, as not enough. Well, they didn't have quite a number of defenders that have liked to the back Portfouad, as this rain does start to come down here in Harare. Local time here, using Central African time, 20 minutes to 3 o'clock to 3 p.m. So yeah, been a good day's worth of hockey. Thank you again for joining us here on this African Federation stream. Do like and share it. Let's get all of Africa watching some hockey. Powered by the Rising Stars media firm locally in Harare, Zimbabwe.
Body swerve from all the players. I mean, it's as if it's within their DNA. Make it look so easy, Woody.
Yeah, literally make it look so easy, and now making their way up the park through the middle. If he's able to get past that defender, did that touch a foot? No, he sees the umpire.
It did look like it came off the foot, but not found by the umpires there. Brilliant change of direction and turn of pace as Jimmy in midfield. Brilliant transfer of the ball there, but intercepted in midfield.
No love lost in the middle here.
Yes, Yes, good exchange in midfield there from number 30. Another one who's been there, done that in the hockey circles for the Egyptians. That's Esmat Zaid in jersey 30 there. Also part of the national setup. I mean, it's just, I love the composure that I'm seeing. And an unfortunate bubble there for Mahmoud, jersey 13.
And now looking to take ball out into the circle. It goes all the way in, but just no one to meet it on that end to possibly finish it up. A no-look pass. He knew his mate was there. And now Portfouad back on the attack. He dances past his defender on this right-hand side line, past the other, and still making headway into the circle. And I think that'll be, well, it'll be go forward ball for Portfouad. Brilliantly finding his man at the top of that circle into it, but just managing to get a pass away before the defenders were onto him. A good jab tackle to thwart that attacking attempt for the moment. And they can breathe a sigh of relief. However, that attack is instantly back on.
Clever touch there by number 19, Gamal Ahmed. I mean, cool, calm and composed, just playing it onto the foot.
Yeah, absolutely.
As Portfouad looked to turn the screw here. Brilliant ball to the base. Collected on the shot here for Portfouad. Absolutely smashes it past the goalkeeper who dove to no acclaim. Portfouad with the lead. 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant hockey on display.
Absolutely, what a little effort there to finish off that piece of play. An absolute assassin, a sniper. He knew all about that. Got the right amount. And tell you what, top right corner. The umpire just having a chat with the skipper, who looks extremely animated. I think surely needs to calm down.
Well, nothing wrong from my end.
So they are just going to have a little deliberation. He's still having a chat. The score remains 1-0. We've been reliably informed.
Yes, our scores are 1-0 still, ladies and gentlemen, despite the appeals. And there is lightning once again, but Portfouad really turning the screw a bit, putting on the style, and a brilliantly taken goal. I mean, that's a very good goal. I mean, wow, ladies and gentlemen, but good action. That was actually on the cusp of the end of the first quarter. Second quarter to come, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay tuned, and prayers all around so that this rain might shy away a bit, so that we continue to watch this glorious spectacle of hockey. Stay tuned.
Whereas the other end, Portfouad, boy oh boy was that relaxed. Clear cut messages on either end. We get to the second quarter, 1-0 up. Portfouad, a sublime finish. I mean, he left that to no chance at all, putting that away. As we get back to our action here, Portfouad again, I must remind you, playing in their white strip. And they Sharkia in the orange strip. Obviously, the younger of the two sides, Sharkia, And they'll be hoping to get themselves going in this encounter. Otherwise, at the moment, on this Portfouad side, looking like a very well-oiled machine, composed as well. Can just find each other at ease as we see this man on this right-hand side for Portfouad. And the 14 jumper, Mesalam, weighing out his options, goes to the back. And to the middle of the park now, Sharkia. Going over the top and impeded there. A short corner goes against him. And the umpire is set in his ways and he's happy with the call. Ben, talk us through that.
Yes, 5-yard rule. The defender encroaching into the striker who had rights to the ball and just encroaching in that 5-yard area. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer and it is a short corner. The first short corner for Sharkia. Coach is really animated on the sideline here. But all the same as the Portfouad defense gets kitted up with their defensive short corner kit. Player safety is important. As you can see, face masks are now mandatory because of the aerial ability of most of the modern day player.
Here we go, a golden chance here for the Sharkia side to get themselves into this encounter in the second quarter. They find themselves 1-0 down. Beautifully well worked move, however, rushing up brilliantly and still looking to attack that ball. No one to meet it. That deflection goes right to the right-hand side of the goalpost. Unfortunately, can't quite get it on target for Sharkia. A golden chance for them. But wow, that defensive display from this Portfouad side, amazing.
Yes, Ahmed Abdallah on the far post, jersey 11 there. Was somewhat surprised that the ball came through to him through 6 or 7 different Portfouad defenders as captain. Number 2 here, switch ball, a brilliant skip ball across there, opening up the angle. Into the D goes the player. Ooh. A lot of appeals from both sets of players here. Feel hard done by, but umpire's call at the end. Umpire's call at the end. And it's very, very competitive out there, ladies and gentlemen, as you can just sense. And the umpire's really cool, calm and collected, both Mashoks and Epafras from Zambia, or Namibia, sorry. Brilliant transfer of the ball there. The awareness of these two sides and picking up their respective is creating space. Shot on target here. Unfortunately goes wide. Was number 19, Gamal Ahmed. As the ball has gone out of play there. Being thrown on as we see substitutions come on for Portfouad. That's a jersey 9 and jersey 21 being El Tanawi, Mohammed, and El Saeed Ali coming on as substitutes.
Yeah, just running the changes to keep some fresh legs out on the park. You know, you've got to keep that intensity up, because a little lapse could, gift your opposition a chance or a way in with 11:49 still to go. So quite a while away in the second quarter. Hadn't taken it, says Mr. Umpire, onto him, and that little touch is a cheeky man. 90 for his Sharkia side. Down the line, can he meet his mate? I just love the ball retention. Even if the passes are long, looking to work his way around the defender, can't quite do that as the rain starts to get a little bit heavier here in Harare, Zimbabwe, as Portfouad take on Sharkia. Both Egyptian sides. Sharkia, their manager early on, talking about their 28 titles at this stage and how they are the best side in Africa at the moment. Unfortunately, they find themselves a goal down. And we'll get some go-forward ball. Extremely physical encounter this. They're playing under advantage. getting quite physical this one, and you just love to see it, Ben. Both sides producing the goods, interlinking so well here. He's got a man up the park, still taking it up. Instantly turned over by the skipper for Portfouad.
Yes, Al Saeed Mohammed, experienced campaigner against Moksha in jersey 10. To the loud shrills. Advantage was played there as that player was taken out. Do you expect a card coming? I'm pretty sure of it, but all the same, we are being blessed by the rains at the minute. Let it rain, as they say.
Absolutely, and at this intensity and the speed this game is played at, that'll just aid this exact encounter, as you know the surface will definitely become a lot quicker for that ball. So it's going to be lots of hard work off of the ball for both sides. Both looked extremely well polished, and a golden chance into the circle there. However, the Sharkia man, will he have the jet shoes to loop around to it? He sure does. Bayam Ali looking for a circle entry of some sort, and he will get aside some go forward ball, taking it early and just looking to do those meters. Has he taken off the stick, and Portfouad will be looking to exit that zone, and they currently find themselves in an occupied back to the midfield, spreading it out to the left-hand side.
Yes, that alarm going off in the background. The car must have been astonished by that brilliant piece of skill in the corner there. I mean, yes, Gamal Ahmed there taking a bit of contact. It's become slippery out there, so running lines will be important. And well defended in the end by Portfouad. The experience beginning to show against this youngish looking Sharkia side.
Yeah, absolutely. They haven't got in here by luck. And now turning defense into attack, Portfouad. So this rain will definitely aid the surface and just quickening things up here. Portfouad in the white strip. Still working their way around. And now just weighing out his options, left, right, eventually goes to the right and cracks the ball out into the middle. Just can't find anyone who is in a position to put that away as well as they'd have liked. Again, ringing the changes as Sharkia send their man on in that 18 jumper. Good interlinking play, and just losing his footing on that occasion. Getting that go, was that deliberate? Don't know about that, nonetheless. A consistent bit of rain at the moment. Restarting proceedings from the backyard. The Portfouad side, it's been a hallmark of the game. They're not afraid to, pull out and, just restart things, get into their shape and work around you.
Yes, Mudi, well noted there. How that piece of passage works is you actually play deep to draw out the defense and create those gaps in and behind. So any good team understands that, are always patient on the ball, play as deep as possible, you stretch and you'll be able to open up those little pockets of space for the midfield line and the forward line to run through.
More tactical. They'll have lost. Or is it just after some cuddles?
Yeah, it is getting cold out there, so you can need all the bodily warmth you can get, I should say. But all the same, the younger side looking a little frustrated at the minute, but the experience of Portfouad showing as they do lead 1-0. It is just over 6 minutes to go in the second chukka of the first half. Mahmoud on the ball. Oh, well picked off there by the Sharkia number 13 onto Mahmoud with the switch ball intercepted.
Just didn't read that interception there. Could have been in for all money if he had just read his mate's little run. And he would have been pretty much left to a 1v1 However, it didn't quite come off as Sharkia again will have ball in their possession. So Ben, this is something that we've seen. They've slowly started to, bully themselves a bit more possession than they had earlier on.
Yes, possession and as well as increased pace in terms of the play. They have the youthful outfit against the more experienced and for a modest older side in Portfouad. Just outside the D from that touch there from the number 30 as he tries to take it. Jinked over. It is a long corner signaled. Sharkia looking to turn the screw here in the hope for finding an equalizer. They are going at it very hard there. Esmat Zaid, jersey 30 and co.
So running the changes consistently, and that's what, I think we lacked in some of the earlier games where when changes were made, you'd see a bit of a drop in the standard of quality. Depth has been shown here in this encounter by both sides. Again, just good communication throughout. Unfortunately, that pass not quite making it. And now, to beat two defenders, how will he work his way around that? He's done a great job looping around two, but looked after so well it goes. Ricochets back into the circle and finds a foot, so they'll survive that little scare. Well, this Portfouad side, Sharkia, they're threatening.
Yes, that's exactly how to do it. That's exactly how I would do it. I mean, that brilliant lead run there from number 10 and Captain Moksha for Sharkia. Open stance, receiving, turning the defenders, turning on the afterburners, creating the shot scoring opportunity, getting the shot away. I mean, you gotta repeat that passage of play and just take a note or two. I mean, brilliant technical running and execution of play.
Yeah, absolutely, Ben. They just know their roles and, aren't afraid to try things out. Cream of Egyptian hockey all across this park at the moment here in Harare, Zimbabwe. And that's why you love competitions like this. And for them, yeah, it might be a home derby, if you can call it that, but, just a different location. No one's home, no one's away. So even Stevens in no man's land, looping, little run. And Portfouad, well, they'd have wanted a bit more advantage on that occasion. Doesn't quite go their way. Sharkia restarting from the back.
It's a bit of Andre Ashevin attempt at finding a foul there in the far corner, Moody.
Yeah, the referee, Munashe Mashoko, was onto it as Portfouad, while they're playing in dangerous territory for Sharkia. Looking to go aerial. If he's able to get onto it, that could be a genuine goal-scoring opportunity. He's looped around to it into the middle of the park, but his mate had just overrun that, and it goes behind him, and a chance goes a-begging for this Sharkia side. They're starting to create opportunities for themselves, however, so I'm quite happy to see that.
Yes, space is opening up for this young side with effectively using the overhead, the aerial, in and behind the lanky and one would say slower, for lack of a better word. I mean, no disrespect to Portfouad there, but the youthfulness beginning to show for Sharkia on display here.
Yeah, absolutely. Youthfulness, but they can also, channel that into a positive manner. Possibly make them work a lot harder off the ball, use that speed. Whereas we've seen the Portfouad side, they more physical and held the legs, one might say. Nonetheless, lots of experience being shown, but a good matchup rather, I beg your pardon. And had to find a foot. Lots of protests. I honestly just hate to see that. Just let the umpires get on about their job. As more of a rugby man, that's one thing I don't quite enjoy about this game.
Yes, both sides very vocal in trying to get dominance here. He's lifted and danger, nobody there. Moksha with the, but intercepted. Number 20 smelling the danger. They're sprinting across. I mean, if I was Sharkia, I would try to find Moksha at every given opportunity. Because he seems to be the danger man, the go-to for them.
He's been immense and just an absolute menace to deal with in defence. Doesn't quite meet that. Quite frustrated are his dugout as we have 23 seconds remaining on the clock here.
There's 23 seconds to go. Brilliant touch from Gamal. Across. They're appealing for a short corner, but it did not come off the foot there. Below 10 seconds to go. Overhead into the D. Can he find the space? And he's just chopped it. It was a shot at goal. Danger being signaled, but it's no danger at all. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, do not get away from your screens. This one is brimming up. It is half-time. With the score still 1-0. Portfouad taking the lead in the first quarter. Sharkia with all to do in the second half. It's time for Oranges. We'll be back after this short break.
Elizabeth Opoku from Ghana. I'm the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey team for the ladies side. And we've been preparing since early 2025 because we played our league in 2025. And throughout the league, we were optimistic about our coming to the African Championship because we are the defending champions. And God be so good, we won our league and preparation has been good so far. So we are here to take back the trophy to Ghana. They know themselves, nothing special, as they've been doing always. They should keep the support coming and we wouldn't disappoint them. We are bringing the trophy back to Ghana, so their prayers, their support, their cheers in the stands, at their homes, at their various workplaces, they should keep them coming because we also deliver on this pitch. Yeah. Morale in camp is 100% because we play for our institution and preparation has been just top-notch. In terms of welfare and logistics, everything is fine. And morale from the players is also high because our main target is to take the trophy back home. So nothing more, nothing less, just taking the trophy. That's our focus. Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this Egyptian derby in Harare at the St. John's Astro. Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally poised, although Portfouad do have the lead, a very slender lead at that, 1-0. But turning on the style, but I tell you what, the younger side in Sharkia really coming into their stride in the second quarter there. We'll see whether Portfouad's legs will not give way, but experience will tell as both sides look to go as Gamal Ahmed with the restart as we get the second half underway. Good leading run there by Portfouad as they look to penetrate the circle into the D and picked off there by number 5, Amir, in jersey 5 with that very long reach of his. Ladies and gentlemen, ball into the D, almost deflected there. Restart for Sharkia in the orange strip. Lots of instructions being barked downstairs by both sets of coaches. The Sharkia coach more vocal as he's urging his young side into it as that is an unforced error there. Kamal on the ball on this near side. Returned it onto number 14 here. He scans. Good change of direction there. No advantage signaled by umpire Mashoks. Yes, Captain Moksha, not too thrilled, but it was a bit of a cynical go at the back of the stick there.
Yeah, certainly wasn't getting away with that. And now golden chance for Portfouad side, but unfortunately, just can't complete that little move. Defenders for the Sharkia side coming to save the day. Nonetheless, still under a bit of pup. They've got to exit the zone they currently find themselves occupying. You don't want to be playing around that area too much. And now spreading the ball across the park to that man in the number 30 jumper, Osama Ahmed. His pass, well, after a couple of moments, didn't seem like it would. Eventually got there, however, turned on over. Portfouad go right through the middle of the park. Aerial after that. His mate didn't even bother, wasn't going to get around to it. But I just love the innovation coming into the fold. Yep, you know, both sets making sure that they're not predictable at all. You know, just changing things up when necessary, when need be, in order to keep themselves in this one.
Yes, Zaid with the ball through there. It did come off the foot. Early into Moksha. Brilliant turn of pace there. He's looking for the give and go. It is a short corner for that fast play there from Sharkia, earning themselves another short corner. Can they draw themselves level?
Now they'll be certainly looking to draw level here. A golden chance created, just pressure around that circle, and it's eventually time for something. The Sharkia side, boy oh boy, all together. And this is a chance for them to etch themselves into this one. At this is the start of the third. They need to get back into this game. I mean, they've worked really hard. And as soon as they've applied pressure, tell you what, it's created this chance for them. As you look at the top of that circle for him, and the 9 jump up. Monser, who's enjoyed a brilliant outing thus far. You've also got Al-Nani, which, where do they go? I think just keep it simple. Last time that happened, though, Portfouad defenses were up to it, and goal scored! Finishing off the job in that 11 jump up, Zanam Ali. Ben, he brings the side straight back into this one. A very well worked move.
1-1, ladies and gentlemen, a brilliantly worked routine there. As you saw, number 10, Moksha, peeling away to the right, offering the space, getting the pass, really coasting around the defender, playing it across, and it was an easy tap-in for the number 11 for Sharkia, Ahmed Abdallah. 1-1 is the score. Ladies and gentlemen, give us a shout in the comment section. What are your thoughts on this match? Shout out to you, Steve Attendi, over in Zambia. You're sorely missed in Zimbabwe, my friend.
1-1 level pegging here. We find ourselves in Harare, Zimbabwe, at this staging of the Africa Cup for Club Championships. And it's 37th staging in the men's section, the 27th for the women, who also are competing here in Zimbabwe's capital. Portfouad will be looking to instantly return fire and restore that lead they held on to. This game, ladies and gentlemen, is far from over.
It's far from over. Brilliant skills at top D there. Zahid fipping and watching closely, not panicking at all, despite being turned inside out. And somebody's signaling for a sub. Looks to be tired. I guess as more Portfouad players go through their warm-up paces here on this left-hand flank. Aiming for Moksha there. It does go through to him. Moksha on the ball. Good turn of pace there as he attacks the D. Good 3D skills. And he creates danger. He was about to pull the trigger. Ladies and gentlemen, what a special player we have at number 10, Moksha.
Yep, really hard to watch, hey? If you're the defender, because you almost mesmerized, but you've got to put an end to that attacking play. They choose to go aerial. I was a bit worried for them as it was 2 players from the same side attacking that ball from opposite ends. But nonetheless, we carry on this action. Looking to get that into that circle, take it off a stick.
And just a shout out to Nigel Dube and Kanyua Tafuma, legends in the hockey circles in Zimbabwe. That piece of play, back in the day, remember, we would say in our native tongue, unobata ne maoko. And you just got to have your wits about you. I mean, 3D hockey is very difficult to contain. But special scenes out here. The score is locked at 1 apiece. Both teams looking to turn on the style with that ball through As you can see the effort being put in to try and get at the end of that. That's what you like to see for those youngsters watching back home.
Yeah, lots to take note of. And further improving yourselves up as Portfouad side will restart proceedings again. Just going back to that shape to try and drop those defenders where it hasn't really worked at this point in time. There we go, the first two bite, and he manages to get past one. No, he can't. That goes over the line. Still taking it, ball up front, and wow, what a little run that was, trying to evade those defenders. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get away from them, but they'll get another crack at it. He's got to just make an entry, looking to do that, but they've been turned on over. So the Sharkia side, Ben, we spoke about it, coming back into their own, giving themselves a chance aerial, but his first touch, unfortunately, just lets him down.
Yes, turning on the screw here is Sharkia. I mean, the more agile side at the minute, using their youthfulness to their advantage, but all the same, number 24, Portfouad, that's Salid Ashraf in jersey 20. I mean, brilliant body swerves in and out, twisting and turning the Sharkia defense as Mahmoud makes a trek up the line here, being watched closely, sent into midfield, trapped, scans forward, easy ball there, comes off the foot, unfortunately, but some good running lines, lead lines that we're seeing from the Portfouad players. As, they have plenty of time on the ball each time.
Now that first touch, absolutely crucial. So that just allows you an extra split second if you do execute that well to, you know, make a possible better decision. Looking to go aerial now, I think. Oh, he's unfortunately not really enjoyed the aerial battle. That aside of tactically employed, hasn't been quite able to retain possession well. Oh, and wow, some beautiful work to find his mate. That occasion taking too long. We spoke about that first touch, but putting on a proper fight to still regain possession for his side as Portfouad still on attack and turned on over yet again.
It's a thumbs up from the defender there to the umpire. I mean, he pipped that right off the end of the stick. No stick tap in there, but I just love to see the wide stance, especially from number 20 for Portfouad. That is Mohammed Salid Ashraf in jersey 20. He has a very wide, low center of gravity, able to move from left to right with ease. I mean, if you're a midfielder looking to learn the art of ball transfer, ball retention in midfield whilst also scanning, he's the man to watch.
Yeah, absolutely, and given all the reason to do so. Circle entry, but no one able to loop back on for the Sharkia side. They need to make a circle entry. I think that's bowled up, and he'll get some go forward ball. Maybe pour out a couple more numbers. Which way do they go? Defender's almost watching him. Did that come off a foot? No, it didn't, and they've been turned on over. Held on to it a little too long again in that run.
Yeah, in Shona we say parkupisa. And as Joshua parkupisa, it is hot inside the D at the minute. Either end, but Sharkia looking to really turn the magic with Moksha increasingly stamping his authority on this game. He's not one to leave alone in that final quarter. As Ashraf with the ball through, nice deft touch. Amir, brilliant deft touch over the stick by Amir there. Mahmoud looking to cover the channel, but Ashraf, plenty of running in his legs. He's really commanding that midfield at the minute. I mean, he's for me, becoming a fast standing out player for Portfouad, my opinion, Mudi.
Sliding into zone, a beautiful little deft touch to his legs. Almost ignored it and just sent it on its way. Coming off a foot, so Portfouad now back onto the attack. Looking and finding a gaping hole. He does a great job in that little pass past the first defender.
Yes, one apiece, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2026. Is the 2026 Africa Cup of club champions. Drawing the foul is the Sharkia player. It's 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Yes, just coming off the foot there. Good awareness by Moksha. Always calm. Doesn't look too phased by what's going on. And an overhead this time. Both had sort of rights to the ball, 50-50, one would say. But it is a brilliant showing of hockey on display. The 2025 Accc, ladies and gentlemen, hosted by St. John's College and the Zimbabwe Hockey Association of Zim, sent into the D. Portfouad with the chance here. 1-2s. It looked like a foot, but one would argue that that was a deliberate block there. And the Portfouad players are absolutely furious with the umpire. Looks like a green card has been branded, not sure to who.
Yeah, lots of demonstrations taking place there, and the umpires just getting together after that green card shown. He's really not impressed with that call, but got to accept it. And that's a man in the 25 jump up for Portfouad. Hussein Ibrahim, who has to take some time on the sidelines. Portfouad with a chance, I tell you what, delivering the goods just when you needed to, as they take a 2-1 lead now in this encounter after having been leveled. A quick hush, no real mess about it all. The top right corner, 2-1.
I tell you what, he knew all about that. Mr. Ismail Abdallah Ragab Mohammed, jersey number 12, cool, calm, well in the slot, picked his spot and literally just rocketed past the goalkeeper. Portfouad, 2. Sharkia with all to do with 1.
That'll be quite heartbreaking for the Sharkia side. I mean, you bring things back for your side and then it just seems to slip out of your hands yet again with 3:28 remaining on this clock here. 2-1 in favor of the men and white in favor of Portfouad. That's this 37th staging of the Africa Cup for club champions hosted here at the St. John's Educational Astro. And on the opposite end, another short corner.
It's Moksha putting in the 3D, asking the umpire for advantage, but I mean, he got what he wanted in the end. It is a short corner. Turn of pace there. Can Sharkia draw level with this set piece with just over 3 minutes to play? Third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Portfouad just took the lead with that brilliantly executed drag flick, top right corner from Mr. Mohammed in jersey 12. But all the same, Sharkia will have something to say about it. Hearts in mouths, Mudi.
Yeah, quite literally, they'll be hoping to execute as well as their opposition did to bring themselves back into this encounter. They've set up camp right through the middle and then onto that far right-hand side. I think, what variation do they work out? It doesn't quite work out as it's not collected well enough. They had a man slip out to the right-hand side. They still try to get to him and it doesn't quite come off either way.
Yes, doesn't quite come off. Your trapping at top D needs to be really on point. And it's these little chances that are there that you need to make amends, as that ball sent into the D from jersey 22 of Sharkia. That is Mr. Ahmed Saeed. But failing to find a target in the D. As you can see, quite a high press from Sharkia. Oh, nice skills in midfield there. Literally, even the defender behind was number 23, Ali Waled. It's beginning to get physical, ladies and gentlemen. It's beginning to get physical. Number 20, Salid Ashraf, taking contact in midfield, who's somewhat dictated play left to right for his side. A bit down on his haunches. Umpire Mashok's looking to see whether he's all right. Yes, and he just shrugs it off there. It's not nice getting close attention, but of course, being the player that you are at that level, you're bound to draw many flies on you.
Flies, if you call him that. Wow. Defenders as Portfouad looking to get back on that attack. And we'll start on the sidelines, and honestly, Ben, I've been really impressed with just, the tempo this encounter's been played out at. It's been consistent from both sides as we now get into the final minute 30. Portfouad currently leading 1-0 up over their opposition. Over the top, getting a hand out to it, and manages to pluck that out of the air and stop that attack from the Sharkia side. He's got a mate all the way across the park. Would have been a bit nervous as that went across the face of goal. Manages to collect it with a bit of space to work with, but he just let it go a little too early, quite the opposite of what we've asked for. Should have drawn that defender, one would have felt, and then, you lay it off with options both left and right. Couldn't collect that. Frustrating work.
It's frustrating indeed. You got to try and evade the ball as much as possible with your body. I mean, hockey is so technical to the aspect you need to have the agility of a soccer player, right? But the presence of mind to utilize your hands and eye coordination to juggle a little white ball on the end of a stick. I mean, this has to be the greatest sport on earth, Moody.
Okay, Mr. Top Goal Scorer. But Jupp has, half chance would have been on there, but no one quite reaching those lengths and heights. As ladies and gentlemen, we get to our final break up in Harare, Zimbabwe for the Accc Cup for Club Championships. An all-Egyptian encounter, Sharkia taking on Portfouad. And at the moment, 2-1 up on Portfouad with just the final 14 to play. We'll catch you for the start of an exciting final quarter.
Elizabeth Opoku from Ghana. I'm the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey team, the ladies side. And we've been preparing since early 2025 because we played our league in 2025. And throughout the league, we were optimistic about our coming to the African Championship because we are the defending champions. And God be so good, we won our league and preparation has been good so far. So we are here to take back the trophy to Ghana. They know themselves, nothing special, as they've been doing always, is to keep the support coming and we wouldn't disappoint them. We are bringing the trophy back to Ghana, so their prayers, their support, their cheers in the stands, at their homes, at their various workplaces, they should keep them coming because we also deliver on this.
shortly in this men's encounter, which sees Portfouad taking on Sharkia. A 2-1 lead goes to the men in white. That being Portfouad after that brilliantly well-worked goal. And this, the third, onto the final 14 here. In the 37th staging of this African Cup for club champions from across the continent. Gathered here in Harare, Zimbabwe. Portfouad having started the better of the two sides. However, tell you what, it's been a really inspired comeback of sorts by the Sharkia side. Unfortunately, they do find themselves 2-1 down. Every time they seem to etch themselves back into it, it just seems to run away. Just weighing out options, going over the top. Trying a bit of 3D skill to get away from his defender on that occasion. Doesn't quite come off the skipper for this Portfouad side. He looks to go across the face of goal. Meets his man there, who also links up onto another mate to his right-hand side. Good little deft touch, but didn't quite go to where he possibly intended on it to do so. Sharkia in the orange strip here. Both sides pretty much employing the same sort of tactic to, you know, draw out defenders, get them working a lot harder off the ball as they use the full width of the park, and they're attacking. Work. Portfouad, they won't be done here. They will want to carry on this attack through the circle, running that line. Does he find a foot? No, he doesn't. So taken off a stick beautifully by the Sharkia defenders. Portfouad still back in that attack. Back to the skip up, who again has just shown great composure all afternoon here. A bit of 3D skill, which is something I think this is the most we've seen in an encounter at this tournament thus far. It is day one though, Ben.
Yes, plenty of appeals all around. A lot of raised hands. Maybe they want to be quiet directors. Who knows? But all the same, good spectacle of hockey. It is Portfouad with the advantage. 2-1 over Sharkia. Sharkia with all to do at the minute. But nice turn of pace there. As well tracked by Ashraf there in jersey number 20, who is, for me, we have to pick a player of the match. I mean, he's been a standout. Really marshaled that midfield, both in attack and defense pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. Has put on a real spectacle. And it's just always nice to have players like that on your side. Wow, what a little run that is. Still looping around and wow, forcing a save of the highest order. But what great work. That's magic work, Ben.
Moksha in jersey number 10 almost pulling off a blinder of a goal with the pirouette. But one has to feel he'll have something to say about this game here. 1-2's sent across there. Shot towards goal, saved by the goalkeeper as Mahmoud blocks the ball. Well tracked by umpire Mashoko there. Deliberate block of the stick as the striker came in to seal the ball, and stick shielding resulting in a short corner. Crucial time here. Be sure that Moksha in jersey 10, as he discusses with his teammates, something special is about to brew. Ladies and gentlemen, stay glued to the screen. The action on the Africa Hockey page, brought to you none other by Rising Stars Media. As just look at how he calls his teammates into position. He knows what he's about.
Yep, a man full of confidence. Yep, 2-1 down. Sharkia, can they level things up yet again? Possibly they could. A bit of a juggle, and goes long. They'll get a restart. The defenders race back for the Portfouad side. Crashed out into the middle, but no one able to control that and make much of that attempt. They'll still be going forward, however, the Sharkia side. Pressured moments at the moment for this Portfouad side. They need to keep them out if they are to take victory in this one. At the moment, they seem to have done enough to get themselves out of that danger zone, and whoa, bit of gamesmanship. Literally had his back turned, and I believe rightfully so.
Unfortunately, the ball did end up hitting his stick. He did flail his stick a bit. One would say he knew what he was doing and tried to plead his innocence, as both sides look to just gain dominance here with just over 10 minutes to go. Ladies and gentlemen, as we see two sets of teams behind me, we have Bulawayo Hockey Club ladies who will take on the Hippo Valley ladies, a local derby, one should say, with the men also lined up in the stands across. As we see, the crowd has somewhat pulled in, the weather warming up a bit, and it's proving to be a great evening unfolding here. The ball under the shoulder, but just trickling over the line, Moody.
Yeah, been building up quite nicely throughout the day, and why not a brilliant venue out here as well at the St. John's Trust for this 37th staging of the Africa Cup for Club Champions. So won't be in a rush at all. This Portfouad side, they quite enjoying how things have panned out thus far as per the scoreboard, where they sit 2-1 leaders. There's a man down on the far end. Thank you so much for joining us here on the African Federation and Hockey channel. Be sure to share, like, subscribe so you don't miss any of the action coming your way over the next week or so. Brought to you proudly by the Rising Stars media team. The weather just looking a little bit ugly earlier on, but sorting all of that out now as we have perfect conditions for sport, really. Not too hot, not too cold. Yes, we did have a bit of rain and a bit of lightning, which forced the players off earlier. But I can tell you what, the Egyptians will be enjoying their outing up. 28 times champions, the Sharkia side, as one of the team officials did tell us. We had an interview we had before the start of this encounter. Ben, any standout performers for you? Because, I mean, we've got to start thinking about that Man of the Match award.
Yeah, on either side, I mean, both sets of teams are a match. But there is one or two standouts in between for the Sharkia side, undoubtedly. Number 10, Moksha for me, and then the Portfouad side, it will be Mr. Ashraf in jersey 20, who has really orchestrated things, whether it's attack or defense for his side of Portfouad. I mean, just wow. It will boil down to the last minute. Moksha obviously orchestrating that goal for their equalizer, but the winning team obviously would get the player of the match accolade. But all the same, finally poised, 9 minutes to go. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to leave your screens. Yes, Mohamed Amir, jersey 5, drawing the attention of multiple players of Portfouad there. Yes, the groans of the crowd there appealing that he had already played it. Why not let him go? I mean, he is the magic man for his side. As they look to transfer the ball, Amir on the ball here, tries to send it through, marked by Ashraf there. Tracked in midfield, transferred out to number 9 for Sharkia. That's Aldebaran. Ice under the arm, ball there onto jersey 22. Ball sent into the D, deflected towards the goal by Moksha. How on earth did he get to stick to that ball? I mean, he almost caught the keeper off balance.
Absolutely, just catching that deflection. He had to almost work against momentum and out into the circle, but able to get rid of it was the Egyptian for his Portfouad side. Just looking to draw out that defender. He's done a great job. Circle entry, but going over the line, so he'll be called back for it. Very cagey, this one. We've still got, 7:24 on the clock, so acres of time, really, to still make something or create something that could, throw this encounter on its head.
Yes, shout out to Tich Jowri, who's finally decided to join us. Good evening, Mr. Jowri. An interesting spectacle we have here. As a brilliant ball in midfield, intercepted there. As Sharkia look to build up down the right-hand flank. Well washed by Mahmoud. Jersey 13 here. Looking to go over. I love the deft touch both Egyptian sides have. They literally kill the ball dead each time. None of this trying to regather the mistake, etc. Yes, just taking a flailing elbow there, but he... Yes, umpire Mashok just looking out for the welfare of the players as he trots his way back into the corner there. It must be somewhat of a workout on the field for the umpires, especially with these very fit sides.
Absolutely, all over the show, and you've got to be there because a lot's taking place. A short corner goes away. Oh, Sharkia, they'll be so happy with that decision. Pressure telling at the moment. 6 minutes and 13 seconds out. Heart and mouth stuff for this Portfouad side. Can they hold on to that lead, Ben?
Desperate times, Moody, desperate times. And they just know it, that you don't want to keep gifting opportunities like that. But good heads-up play from Sharkia in the D. Just trying to sweep that ball, playing it onto the foot of the Portfouad defender. It is a chance here at top D. Moksha is up. I wonder what he's going to do now. The crowd goes hush. The injection is good. Stopped at top D. Moksha with the spin. Tried to lay it off for the secondary spin. I mean, he should have done a 360. The 360 was on there. But all the same, just the technical ability of a player, it's just somebody who's brimming with confidence around his teammates, everyone exudes the good things, when you see your talismanic person really on the money with everything, it just gives you that extra little bit of confidence, a skip in your step, virtually, Moody.
Literally does, as we get to this juncture. 6 odd minutes on the clock, and you can have a look, middle of the park. On the Sharkia side, have all gotten together, including the number one man between the goals for them, realizing the moment, the situation in this encounter. They're going to be incredibly desperate to, save this effort. Are they able to do so? Only time will tell. But this won't be the way they will want to start. I'll give you what the two best Egyptian sides in terms of club hockey and the men's section is concerned.
Yes, Mr. Ashraf there has given his all as he's being marshaled off the field to the medical corner. Just a shout out, ladies and gentlemen, through this tournament, the Accc Africa Cup for Club Champions being hosted in Zimbabwe. Thanks to our Hockey Association of Zimbabwe, supported by the SRC, of course, and other sponsors being Packer Services, Believe Sports, Mr. Chando Ice, the Aerial School, Zimbabwe Hockey, who I've previously mentioned, St. John's Educational Trust for this beautiful strip that we get to witness this play on. Well tracked there by the Sharkia goalkeeper and Health Point, who have provided us with the trusty medics to look after the players in time of need. When you're thinking roofing, think Rooney's, the hiring specialist, and the Golf Uncles as well, including Rising Stars Media. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, the best in the business, bringing you spectacular shots, the thrill and everything. And shout out to our TD, Mr. Case Tembo. Brilliant squad behind the scenes here. All the camera work being done. Pastor Farai. The solar panel himself in Nate, who's having a little bit of a chuckle. And the roaming camera behind the scenes, Uncle Tony Deals. Shout out to you, big man. And in commentary here, my good buddy, Mudi Manyao. Stars to the world, ladies and gentlemen. Stars to the world. And of course, the gents behind the scenes doing the running around. You know, in high school, we used to have what we called squacks. Yeah? These are our resident squats in Kwandiri, it's Sano. Bruce Burr. Behind the scenes, including his sidekick, Mr. Sanchez. I mean, that makes up the team here, the production team at Rising Stars. But, we are here to bring you the best of the action live to your screens, giving you the best experience in the world of sport and videography. Oh, good show and go there down the flank from Portfouad. It is a long corner. The skipper on the ball here for Portfouad. That ball didn't go 5, but lucky to get away with it. And, picked off. As he goes into the D, looked like a foot there, but play on signals umpire Mashorks as Moksha gets onto the ball, plays it onto the foot there, earning a side a welcome relief. It is 4 minutes 20 to go, ladies and gentlemen. As, looks like the goalkeeper has an issue with his helmet, with the strappings coming loose there. Game having been stopped at 4:15. Shout out Uncle Tony with the roaming camera. Give us a wave, old man. He looks busy, too busy, giving you the best in action from right on the edge of the pitch as we saw that monster overhead being thrown. Ball sent across. That was a gaping chance there for Sharkia. I mean, Ahmed Abdallah must be screaming inside for that missed opportunity.
Not too much time to play around with here now. For either side, 3:46 remaining. Sharkia may have it all to do here. Can they salvage something from this? Take something from it. They'll be restarting proceedings. Again, just choosing to go right to the back. Spread that ball across the park. And still cracking on with their action. Interlinking so well, almost past his defender, who will be called back after that. They go aerial right across the park. Meets it well, but unfortunately can't get his foot away from it, I thought. But still going forward and into the circle. Will he be able to regather that? He's just got to find a mate to possibly get that off too. Does a great job of keeping possession alive for his Portfouad side, they still get some go forward ball. I don't see them in a great deal of rush at the moment.
Yeah, another blow to the body there for Sharkia. I mean, yeah, the legs are beginning to give way. It's been very physical. It's been extremely physical, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, both teams have left it all out there. Looks like Amir in jersey 5 taking the knock. No malice at all. It is a long corner, restarted here for Portfouad with the lead onto Mahmoud. Mahmoud, jersey 13. Almost a short corner, almost. $157. $157. This kid is dangerous. Over the keeper. Ready? Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just a short interval in play there due to an injury to stalwart number 10, Moksha. Just not quite gathering his footing, coming off second best, but we do wish him a speedy recovery. I'm sure the medics will look after him pretty well, as it is intercepted here in midfield. well tracked by the goalkeeper. Yes, not 5 was the call there. As just over a minute, 15 seconds to go. We have Portfouad in the lead, 2-1, as it is tracked back by Amir at the back here for Sharkia. Into the D, danger signaled. That is danger, and it is a short corner. That is the correct call in my view. He took a swat there, almost taking the guy's head off.
Boy, oh boy, would that be a perfect finish. With 44 seconds to go, a golden chance to cause chaos quite literally. And its most meaning. A short corner goes the way of the Sharkia side. Portfouad would have thought their job was done and they just had to whale up the clock. Unfortunately, that's not how that'll work. I think that decision's been changed. So 40 odd seconds. Portfouad, they'll just need to send that up the park. Keep it pegged on that end of the park. And okay, not really too much pressure. Looking to get onto it first, 27 seconds. They've got to play on the other end of the park. Caution to the wind kind of stuff to close this one out. Doesn't make a circle entry, no, thoughts it away. Good pull shot for any cricketers out there. Into the circle, can anyone get a touch on it? A short corner with only a couple of seconds to go. We're into single digits in terms of the time left on the clock here. How will this one pan out? They've created this opportunity for them. They would have thought they had a chance a little bit earlier. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, calling everyone around that circle now in the dying stages of this one to possibly break hearts of the Portfouad faithful. If you are on the stream, this is why we have the African Cup for club champions. You can count pretty much all their men around that circle. 9 on the clock to go. Options all over that circle. Which way do they go? A green card also shown to a man in the Portfouad defences. Which way does this go?
Looks like the captain has received. It's not allowed to actually replace the carded player because it is an infringement. Deliberately taking their time on that, so this will be the ultimate photo finish to what has been a great spectacle, Moody. Hearts and mounds, the crowd goes hush. Push is perfect, injection is perfect, drag flick towards goal, shot towards goal! It is a goal, ladies and gentlemen! Absolute delirium up here in the stands! Fairy tale finish, this is what you like to see! My goodness! They left it late. They did leave it late, Moody, but one has to say, we called it, and cometh the man, cometh the hour. We need to get a number on that man. I mean, pulling it out the fire for his young side, drawing 2 goals against Portfouad. Handshakes all around. What a spectacle, Moody.
An insane finish. You would have seen that coming. Portfouad would have thought that was done and dusted and it was over, but with virtually no time remaining on the clock, they managed to pull it back. A well-worked move. Didn't quite work off on the first occasion, however, the second bite of the cherry means they were able to convert to level things 2-2 after time with a short corner. Ladies and gentlemen, credit does go to both sides for putting on a real spectacle this afternoon and order. So the 2 Egyptian sides are producing the goods and some really great entertainment this fine Saturday afternoon here in Harare, Zimbabwe. We'll be catching you for some post-match interviews shortly.
Ready with captain for Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of what was a fiery encounter. Sharkia pulling one out the fire, and I'm here with none other than man of the match, number 20, Ashraf, who was brilliant on attack and defense. Congratulations on a brilliant performance, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you for these events. Everything is okay. It was a tough match. Maybe we lost 2 points in the last 10 seconds, but it's okay. We can manage next match and go step by step to final, inshallah.
Yes, inshallah, for sure. And step by step, as you're saying, very well done. Well-deserved Man of the Match award. And also, good luck for the rest of the tournament. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for Zimbabwe Hockey Federation. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Player of the match, Mr. Ashraf, number 20. And we'll be back just after this short break for an interview with the captain for the respective ladies' sides, BHC and Hippo Hockey. Stay tuned.